I'm actually kind of surprised at some of the commentary that I've been hearing concerning Paul Ryan's departure. Um, I guess I expected them to heap laudatory praise on this guy and oh, he's leaving Congress in such great shape, and he's so proud of his tax reform initiative, and he just has to go home and be with his children. Yeah, what a crock of BS. Uh, you know, this man was confronted with the governance challenge. Now, in his defense, I will say he did not want or seek the speakership. That's pretty clear. But he always, for a long time, has been in the GOP congressional leadership. He has always sought a leadership role. And then when confronted with a change in his role from obstructionist and minority idealist, and then became the majority party responsible for governing, he failed that challenge utterly. And in less than a year and a half, the Republican Party has abandoned every principle for which I admired them. Every one of them. And I believe in fiscal responsibility. I don't think $1.5 trillion, $1.5 trillion tax cut where 80+% goes to the richest corporations and individuals in this country was tax reform. No way. We got fleeced again. Once again. Remember Tom Harkin's, the Arkansas senator's description. This is trickle-down economics again. And as he described it, trickle-down economics is the concept that says if you want fatter birds, you feed the horses more corn. Well, I'm tired of picking my corn out of the shit. This is ridiculous. This is America. Okay, I believed in law and order. But this president is attacking our legal institutions, the preeminent law enforcement institutions in the entire world. He is attacking them mercilessly for investigating him. They were directed to do so by Congress, who authorized a special counsel. Trump calls it a witch hunt. I was always taught witches were make-believe, but Lord, Mueller's changed my mind. He's finding witches right and left. So if it's a witch hunt, he's pretty good at it. And it's getting closer. And it's never been in doubt. Trump just has never understood that he's not king. He has never understood that the presidency is not above the rule of law. Just because some of the constitutional and legal provisions that apply to other members of government don't apply to the executive doesn't mean the executive is above all law. You could just see it. You heard it from him over and over again. I could continue to run my business and be president. I'm not going to do that, but that's exactly what he did. And you don't do that for all the conflicts and the legal implications arising therefrom. And guess what? That's what's happening. Donald Trump has never played by the rules. Donald Trump has always skirted the law. Just this time, he's in a visible enough place that we care. And he will go down. I think it's inevitable. But Paul Ryan has been complicit in all of Donald Trump's activities. Paul Ryan claims to be this man of values, offended by Trump. When did you ever hear him speak out against him? Did you hear him condemn his comments on racism? No. Did you hear him defend Jeff Sessions? Did you hear him defend Ron Rosenstein? Did you hear him defend Bob Mueller? He has said the investigation should be allowed to go to its conclusion. What a powder puff. What a powder puff. Leader? Not hardly. That's the problem with those principle things. You know, Americans love to make great claims, but when it comes down to paying the bill those claims represent, a lot of them come up short. Paul Ryan claims to have principles, but you don't have principles if you don't stand by them. If every time your principle is challenged you cave, guess what? It's not a principle for you. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that compromise is wrong and that sometimes you have to give a little, even on principles. But the bottom line is principles are what you stand for. Principles are what drive all of your decisions. So you're either ethical and principled or you're not. Donald Trump's not. He makes no bones about that. He wants the deal. He wants the deal for the sake of the deal and for the sake of Donald Trump. He couldn't care less about anybody else. That's just the facts. And Paul Ryan played to his fiddle for a year and a half, and he's leaving now because he knows when the November results are in, a lot of that's going to be laid right at his feet. He has taken the Republican House of Representatives and in less than a year made it totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. One half of one of our equal branches of government, and he has taken it out of the game. Congratulations. Wisconsin, you deserve him. You elected Scott Walker. You elected Paul Ryan. Keep him. We don't need that kind of help. We need some real leaders. Obviously, Wisconsin's not the source of that. We'll look elsewhere. Thank you very much.